Stuart, 15 goals for your club in the last 2 victories, 19 in the last 3 wins. Can you maybe talk about what you're seeing in front of you and why things seem to be clicking at the rate they are?
Yeah, I think first of all it starts on the D zone, the way that we've been playing. Sticking to our structure, everyone kind of sticking to their job, doing their job, and then offensively, I mean, we got a lot of skill up front, so just letting them kind of do their thing and get creative, getting to the net, getting pucks to the net. Really, it's just doing the hard things, doing the little things, and we've been able to get rewarded for that.
Do you and your group feel like it was just a matter of time until it started clicking again for you guys?
I mean, yeah, I think so. We've kind of seen this happen a few years now, so it's kind of just something that's been happening. But again, that doesn't mean that we're going to go on a crazy run. So we got to make sure that we stick to our process, stick to our game, and everyone just continue to do their job. And if you do that, I think you at least give yourself a chance.
And how about the Buffalo Sabres, the team you guys saw just over 3 weeks ago? What is the biggest challenge? Obviously, we know what happened in that.
Yeah, they got a ton of skill up front, a ton of skill at the back end too. So our job is to defend well, do our job in the D zone, and then again that kind of allows us to get creative in the O zone. But yeah, they're a team that's really good off the rush, really good in the O zone. They're playing really good hockey, so we gotta be ready.
Stu, what would you say in terms of steamboats, 1 steamboat, 2 steamboat, a normal hug would be? Like, we're talking 2, 3 steamboats. Like, what would a normal hug be?
What are we talking about here?
Well, you had this hug with Calvin Pickard.
Oh, the hugs. Oh my gosh, yeah.
It kind of caught fire online. It was a 6 steamboat hug.
Yeah, it was. It was kind of funny. I gave him an embrace because he was talking about our embrace the game before, so it was just something funny that we wanted to do. But no, I think I felt bad for him in that game just because obviously we get a lot of goals, and for him, so, I mean, every goalie has been in that position where you get up 5-6 goals and you start to give up a few chances, and sometimes it doesn't go your way. So just seeing the stat line and seeing the shots on goal, it was going really well to the last 2 seconds. So I just felt bad for him because I've been in that position. I think every goalie in the league's been in a position. So yeah, I just kind of felt bad for him on that end. But at the same time, you give him that hug because it's a big win. You got 2 points, and that's truly what matters. So yeah, and then last game, we were just having a little fun.
So I know you don't spend much time on social media, but it probably doesn't surprise you to know that hug sets off a whole bunch of what's going on, why the long hug. Like, that's just part of doing it in Edmonton, I guess.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, you're right. I mean, I'm not on at all. So that's why Cal had to bring it up to me last game. But no, we're just having some fun. I mean, it's kind of the part of the business that we're all in, and despite what anyone's saying, we give each other hugs because we just love each other too. So
you haven't talked him into shutting down social media like you?
No, I'm. That's not my job to tell him that. But it's everyone's so different. Everyone's so different individually. So depends who you are. I think he's one of the guys that enjoys it.
So break, practice time, some days off, homestand. Like, how much was all of this kind of what the doctor ordered for you guys? You think?
Yeah, I think it was very much needed just to get a little bit of rest. There's a couple days in between games, which was nice just to get our legs back. It's obviously everyone, it's time to get sick. So for us, just trying to stay as healthy as possible has been huge too. So this time at home, being with the kids, being with the family, getting a little bit of rest really helps our immune systems too, obviously. So I think it's been very important, and just being able to get some wins here too is crucial. Every homestand you get an opportunity to get wins and try to claw back. So this has been big, and we just got to continue that.
Stuart, do you feel like you're in your rhythm a bit more right now?
Yeah, I don't know. It's interesting. I mean, rhythms come and go, right? Like you guys all know, and I feel good. I feel like we're all trying to, get into that rhythm and get into that flow and just continue that. That's a huge thing in just sports in general, finding that flow.
You talked earlier how you and new goalie coach had worked on some small things. It was going to take some time to incorporate. It's a little bit harder to incorporate it when you're getting shelled with tons of chances. Is it easier to work on the things in a game when you're not faced with as many quality chances?
Maybe. That's a good question. I think no matter what, you're always going to work on those things, and those things take time, and more so in practices. You try to not think so much when you're playing. Obviously, I think that's kind of the thing. Just at beginning of seasons, there's a couple new things to incorporate, a couple new things to work on. Did a lot of that in the summer and the beginning of the season, obviously. And again, it's just finding that balance between when to do it and when not to. And we've been finding a really good balance with that, I think, all year, and that's a huge credit to Pete. He's helped me out a lot. Yeah, you look at the season and the things that, things always kind of pop up here and there too, So after a game, maybe there's something to look at, maybe there's not, and then you just kind of go from there and, have little tweaks here and there. But this time of the season, where we're at the point that I'm at, just as us as a goalie tandem in there, I think you do simple things. I think that's kind of the biggest thing for us that we've been trying to really just a place for us to be.
You mentioned that one thing you were going to take at times was maybe not be as aggressive, not come back, so you had less ice to take at certain times. And I'm sure it's hard in the course of a game where you're just in your natural instinct of something you've done all the time kicks in, especially probably when the team's losing and everybody around the team tries to do more, ends up doing less. So I guess that's kind of the way I thought is sometimes when your team's winning that you can trust the changes maybe a little bit more.
I think so, yeah. I would totally agree. When things maybe aren't going well, or you're letting a couple goals, or the game isn't going the way that you maybe want to, that's kind of the fault of just doing something for so long. So yeah, you definitely. I mean, Pete and I, we chuckle sometimes watching some video, and I just kind of look at him and I'm like, I did it again, did what I used to, even though maybe it didn't go, maybe it wasn't the fault of the goal or anything like that. You still make the save, but you still look at each other and you're like, hey, like I could do better in that scenario. Go back to what I'm trying to do now, and it's just doing it over and over and over again. That's how you get into a new habit. So. I'm finding my way in those new habits, and I think I've been doing a great job. And to your point, when you start getting wins and you start playing really good hockey, I think it gives you a little bit more of that trust and more of that feel of just like, okay, I can kind of play the game this way. I can kind of do this. I can do that. So it's that's kind of the fun in this whole game, right? Is you get to try some things out. You get to work on some things and find out what's truly best for you as an individual.